Now here is your video.
Welcome back, bros, to another video review. Today, I have the opportunity to take a look at another Transformer figure. And today, right off the truck from FedEx, we have the Transformers Age of the Primes, the 13th Prima Prime Voyager class figure. So now that we have Prima Prime out of its packaging, this is what you get, guys. Prima Prime comes with 3 accessories, and the 3 accessories is going to be the sword, the matrix, and also the hilt for the sword. And standard to all Transformer figures, you get the instruction manual. So this is what you get for the contents with this figure. So kicking off with the detail portion of this review, just checking out this figure, it has a tons of details in the molding. I want to start off by looking at the head. The head is actually very detailed in my opinion. Yes, my figure does have paint flaw right there. If you can see it, it's like my Prima Prime has like the Kratos, the god of war, scar going underneath its eye. So I think it's pretty cool. At first I was thinking about taking it back, exchanging it, because it's just not, what we get for QC quality control. It should have been an all gray face, not with the extra gray going into the eye to give them that scar look. Sort of like Scar from The Lion King also. But anyway, guys, the face is just incredible. Then you look at the torso, the chest, the shoulder pads, the arms. There's tons of details involved in this figure. For this being a Voyager, it definitely looks as if this is a pretty solid figure. Then going down, and we'll take a look at the lower regions. So let's go ahead and do that now. I'll just lower half of the figure on the details, guys. It's pretty much that gray plastic we get for the shoulder pads and the same molded plastic that we get for the rest of the body. The legs follow suit. There is a little bit of paint on the back side of the legs because that also forms where the vehicles or the alt mode's wheels are. So other than that, guys, there's tons of detail in this molded plastic. Of course, if they would have added some more grays in there or some dirt or some of those, make it look like it's more worn, this figure's paint job would be incredible. But for what we get, it is decent, and I'm okay with that. When it comes to the articulation for this figure, he is a pretty much standard Voyager. The arm can rotate a full 360. Take this off out the way, and it just goes right there. The arm, once you move the shoulder pad up, can go all the way up this high. It is a little more than 90-degree bend. As you can see right there, it's not double jointed like the Inferno figure. So, or the Red Alert. I keep saying Inferno. I don't know why I want to say that. I mean Red Alert. As you can see, the hand can open. It can also close. It's very tight on my copy, guys. It does have a lower waist swivel, as you can see. It can kick up this high. It can bend a little more than 90 because it is part of transformation. The foot can rock in. It can rock back some. It really can't rock forward too much, as you can see right there. And then the only thing we need to check out is the head. The articulation on the head is pretty good. It can look left, it can look right. Because of transformation, it can look all the way up. So you can get those big titans, I guess, in Prima Prime, looking up in strategy, trying to figure out how he's going to attack either Decepticons or those Titans. So yes, this is a pretty cool figure. No complaints with that so far. The articulation is basically what we get with all standard Voyager figures. So next, here we have Prima Prime here, scaled and compared with all of these other figures I have here before you. Basically starting with the Scout class, going to Deluxe, to the Voyager, to the Commander, and to the Leader class. So we have all classes represented except for Titan. Of course, Titan won't fit on this screen with this character right here because it is too big. Other than that, guys, I will say Prima Prime looks good. I think he scales well. As I was stating earlier, it is a larger Voyager figure, as you can see. It's definitely at least a full head bigger than what we get for the Transformers Universe Armada Red Alert. When compared to the G1 Deluxe Prime, as you see how this figure towers over that G1 representation of the Optimus Prime figure. And then we have also the Studio Series 86, which is now the replacement of the Earthrise figure, and then Leader Class Swoop. So yes, Prima Prime looks good and scales well with other figures that you may already have in your collection. And for my final comparison, here we have Prima Prime with the Vecta Sigma 2-pack set with Alpha Trion and Orion packs. As you see right here, they look good together. And this is going to be my Alpha Trion until we figure out or see or are revealed what the new Alpha Trion might look in the 13 Primes from the Age of the Primes line. But like I said, guys, these figures work well with this figure, and I'm liking the way they compare and how they look together as a group. So let's go ahead and get this thing transformed into its alt mode. So right off the bat, guys, they want you to do the arms. So you take the arms like this, fold them out like that, close the fist if you haven't already did it. Fold the hand up like this, rotate it, tell you something like this. Like I said, guys, it's not my favorite part of the transformation. This is probably the worst, is the hands right here. Same thing on this side. Take this piece out, fold it out like that, flip the fist just like that, and then you're going to rotate this whole hand basically like 180, so it's behind like that. What I'm going to do now is go ahead and lock the legs just like that, so you got it out the way. It's locked. Now pull the back feet down, pull these out. They are on a hinge, so be careful, guys, because if you do pull them out the wrong way, they can start to, what do you call it? Stress right there. Yep, it's about to thunder, so it's a nice storm coming over here. So hopefully I can get it done before it actually, nothing bad, no storm or whatever, so that, we don't have to lose electricity, hopefully. So now that you got that done, guys, let's go ahead and dislodge the back of the vehicle right here. It goes like this. They want you to raise the shoulders up out the way so you can rotate the figure right here around for transformation, the torso. I took the matrix out of the chest, guys. I want to show you how I like to display it. And then the one thing that sucks about this is the head has to go like this. You can't turn the head around. So at the bottom of the body of the undercarriage of the vehicle, you will have Prima's head looking out like he's trying to see some asphalt or whatever. Anyway, so now what you want to do is start to bring the arms down. They will lock in right here. There's a peg. Once you got it pegged in, it's not going nowhere. Like right now, it's not going nowhere. The shoulders we can do once we get to it. Actually, sorry guys, you want to straighten out the shoulders. I'm excited. This figure's pretty cool. I like it. Here we go. Now that we got that shoulder done, let's go ahead and get this one done. It comes in and then they clip like that. So that's what you got when they're clipped in right way. Now I come up here with the vehicle, just fold in the shoulder pads, clip this down just like that. Press till they lock in right there in the front. So it's locked in as best as I can get it. Make sure everything's not untabbed like I'm doing right now, guys, because the arms will tend to do that. This arm specifically likes to do that. As you heard, that was a nice click, so it's done. So pretty much transformation is done. I recommend moving the legs down like this so that you can fold these onto the thighs a little easier. Now, like I said, guys, this is the one thing I don't like about this figure. It's a tight little, like, it's definitely not fun. So you want to have enough clearance like that to get it in. Once you got that in, now you got to start compressing everything, getting everything back the way it was, like that, and then we're going to start to, we're going to put the wheels down, lock those in just like that. We have the back pretty much done. Now we have to start pegging it together. So basically you're trying to keep everything flush, have it start to peg, and we have it pretty much in its alt mode, except the accessories. They want you to put this on the inside like that. And like I said, we're pretty much done, guys. It's just, well, sorry, I had to give it a squeeze like I was telling you about. And then now you're just, you know, lining everything up perfectly to have everything locked in. And here we go. He is now in his alt mode. And I like putting this right here just to give him a little gun, even though it says put it right here. So this is what we get when we have Prima in his alt mode, guys. And I think it looks cool. So now that we have Prima Prime in its alt mode, this is what we get. Now, it does have a third alt mode, which is pretty much the hover mode. It's pretty simple, guys. The instruction says you just fold these wheels up and fold these out. And now you have Prima in its hover mode. It works. I'm not upset. I think it's cool. I don't mind it. I think it's a good third mode. Kind of gives me that Trax third mode when he has the wings out and all that good stuff. Like I said, it's decent. I'm not mad. So I'm glad Hasbro gave us this. But all in all, this is a decent figure. It kind of gives me that vibe of the Ironhide figure from the Siege version and Ratchet. I don't have that transform, and I have that put away in storage, guys. So I'm sorry, I can't really bring that out. But yes, let me bring some figures out so we can do some comparisons and keep the review moving. In alt mode. And right off the bat, I just want to say all three of these figures are Voyager size or Voyager class figures. As you see right here, we have the two new figures, Age of the Primes, Universe Armada, Red Alert, Prima Prime, and then we have the Alpha Trion from the Vector Sigma 2-pack. And I must say, they look good together. You know, this is the wave of the Age of Primes. They're about the same size for vehicle. I'll put this on top because he just fits just so good. And when compared to Prima Prime is a little bit longer because he is a bigger bot. But all in all, they compress nicely into this alt mode. And then moving him out the way and comparing these two right here, which I think looks pretty good. We have the Alpha Trion and Prima Prime. Alpha Trion, of course, is not its own mold. It is shared by the Studio Series, Scourge, Sweeps, or whatever you want to call them. But I wish we got a new mold. So hopefully the new Alpha Trion is going to be a very good figure, hopefully, and not just a remold like Vector Prime will be, which kind of sucks because Vector Prime is the same thing as what we got for Legacy, which I didn't purchase because I saw leaks saying that we'll be getting a Vector Prime in this mold. So I wonder what it's going to be and how it would differentiate or how it'd be different from what we got previously. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to picking up all of the 13 Primes. They look good together right here. So let's go ahead and continue the review and bring this to a close. So in conclusion, as I get ready to bring this video review to a close, this is the review for the 13th Prime, Prima Prime. Now, when I first saw this figure, I was super excited to get this figure. Now that I had it in hand and playing with both figures of the wave, this one at first was my least favorite, but it's definitely growing on me because I like the size of the character and I like that we're getting a Prime that hasn't been done before. And I think it's great. I mean, the robot mode is terrific, whether it's in robot or in its alt mode. I think it looks good. The robot mode, I do wish we had a little bit more weathering on the legs, preferably and possibly on the arms that tuck in to form the vehicle, because that would have made this figure's paint details superior rather than just normally good. Now, when it comes to the playability on this figure, it's playable in both modes. There's tons of playability. You got the matrix that goes in Prima's chest. Not only that, it can go on the Star Saber, the Star Saber sword. Then not only that, you could do like what I'm doing right now, turn the hilt and possibly make it into a gun and let it blast away at the Decepticons. So yes, guys, this is a pretty cool figure in my opinion. I do think it is a pickup. So guys, I actually picked up my figure as a pre-order from GameStop.com. I pre-ordered this back in September, and now it has finally released and it shipped to me promptly. It took about 3 days to get, so I'm pretty satisfied with that. And I think the figure looks great and turned out well. Ultimately, I end up paying $34.99 plus taxes. Unless you're a GameStop Power Ups Rewards member, you get a little bit of a discount on it and make it $33.29 plus taxes. So yes, guys, this figure is starting to show up at local GameStop. So if you don't want to order online and avoid paying that shipping fee, check your local GameStop and see if this figure is in stock near you. As always, guys, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. By doing these 4 actions, it shows my channel a tremendous amount of support and also positive feedback as a YouTube content creator. Thank you once again for watching my video, and until next time, I'll see you soon.